It can be poison to your germination of your seed. The next time someone says they want to get to know you, ask them, are you fertilizer or rock? There are some folks in your life right now who are very toxic. They will pollute your seed. You'll never come out. Have you noticed that people who ain't going nowhere want you to go with them? Folks who ain't doing nothing in life want you to do it with them. This is why you got to break away from your best friends sometime to become better. You outgrow people, so know when to leave. If they keep asking you questions, it's time to go. Be with people who you can ask questions. That's how you grow. Write this down, very important. True attitude is manifested in attitude. And what I mean by that is when you discover leadership, it comes out in your attitude. An attitude must be a product of your belief system. Everybody in here have attitude. Everybody. What's about the leadership attitude? There are two types of concepts that I wrote in my book on the spirit of leadership that I try, hopefully people understand it. The first one is the leadership spirit and the spirit of leadership. Two different concepts. The leadership spirit is what you were born with. It's like the elephant being born with natural strength. Every human being in this place was born with the leadership spirit. You were born to be a leader. However, for that spirit to ignite, you must have the spirit of leadership added to it. And that's the mentality. So, leadership spirit is inherent in every human being, but the spirit of leadership must be ignited from belief system. Your ability, you never receive it, you came with it. But your ability that you were born with is trapped by the mentality that they gave you from your culture. This is why to be great, you got to divorce yourself from your traditions and your culture. Because convention makes no room for creativity. It doesn't allow you to believe beyond the norm. Matter of fact, they want you to fit in, not stand out. So society is all worked out, it's all designed for you to behave yourself. You know, I was sharing this when I was in South Africa 2 weeks ago I was in Germany one time, driving on the Autobahn, and my host was driving me. You know, for the first time, I went on an Autobahn. An Autobahn is a road in Germany that has no speed limit. Can you imagine that, Bahamians? I know some of you all pray for that to come to the Bahamas, but we ain't long enough for it here in Nassau. So in Europe, they got these big roads called Autobahns. And the Autobahn is unlimited speed, no signs on it, no police ever is on that place. And you can drive as fast as you possibly can, as much as you want. I had never seen one before. So this guy had this beautiful black Mercedes, picked me up. We go into another town. We go into Wilhelmshaven up north. And I went there to speak. And we drove from the town we were in. And this guy came off the side road up on the Autobahn, and we took off. And this car took off. And it just went 90, 100, 150, 170. And I'm sitting there just getting, man, I was like, this is crazy, I love it. So he looked at me, he says, is something wrong? I said, 180. He said, so? I said, no. It was my convention kicking in. Even when I was free to go as fast as I could, my training was saying no. So he did something interesting. He says, at the next rest stop, I'm going to pull over, and I want you to drive. I say, yes, sir. Dreaming of this all my life. He pulled in there. He switched seats with me. Man, listen, I was like a little boy again. I pulled on that Autobahn and hit that accelerator, and I'm flying. 100, woo, 110, hey, 120, 125, all of a sudden my fear kicks in. I better stay at 125. All of a sudden I heard, zoom past me. He said, the guy laughed, he says, you're standing still. So my pride got a hold of me. I said, I'm a Bahamian, man. No one beats a Bahamian. I'm going to catch him. And I took off, man. 125, 150, 180. I saw the guy coming closer and closer. And 190, I was right next to the guy. And I'm going, and I passed him. 200 kilometers per hour. That time I'm laughing, yes, I got it, man. I'm ahead of the whole pack. 10 minutes later, a guy passed me, shoo! I said, not again. Isn't it amazing that what you celebrate, God's disappointed with? All your trophies in your office is your greatest enemy. Write this down. The greatest enemy of progress is your last success. The minute you become so impressed by what you're doing, someone passes you in life. I learned a lesson that day. The car I was in had 300 on the speedometer, 300 kilometers on the speedometer. And at 180, I was proud of myself. And someone passed me at 205. And then my host said to me, what are you afraid of? I said, I don't know. We got to the city.